Hey friends, Amanda here at Bare Bones Living, and I wanted to introduce you guys to our newest flock on our new homestead. We've been here for a little over 2 weeks. It was 2 weeks on Friday that we moved in, or that we closed. And we closed on October 7th, and we got these chicks. We ordered from Murray McMurray, and we ordered 10 chicks from Murray McMurray, and they were delivered on October 12th. So the Wednesday after we closed, I picked up our 10 chicks at the post office. And what we got, only 8 of them survived. So we got, you can see that there's 4 of the buff colored chicks, and 2 of those are buff Orpingtons, and then the other 2 are called, I think, Red Star. Those are like the hybrid. They're kind of like Isa Browns or Golden Comets. It's Murray McMurray's version of a hybrid egg-laying chick. I think they're called Red Stars. So you can see that 2 of them have white wings. We got 2 of each of the girls. So 2 of them with white wings, like this one in the middle here, and the one right in front of her, those are the same breed. And then the other 2 that don't have the white wings, I'm not that familiar. I've never raised buff Orpingtons, so I don't know if they have white wings or not. You guys let me know down in the comments below if you know which ones are the buffs, if these ones are the buffs that are eating, or if those ones are the buffs over there. I feel like the white-winged ones are probably the buffs, but what do I know? And then you can see these 2 in the middle here. There's a third of them, and those are well summers. And we have 2 females and a male well summer. We got 1 rooster, and we decided to go with a well summer. We were also looking at Wyandottes, but being that it's late in the season, there wasn't a whole lot of variety to choose from right now, and we were able to find female and male well summers. So we went with 2 females and a male, and supposedly well summers are supposed to be auto-sexing, you're supposed to auto-sex them, and we've never raised a well summer, and we looked up like how to tell the difference, and we can't tell which one is which. I think one of them feels a little heavier, but what do I know? We read that there's supposed to be a white dot on the rooster's head. None of them have a white dot. We read that their coloring is more defined or sharper in females, and they all look like they have the same variation of coloring. Like males are supposed to be more faded, not as sharp of lines on like the back of like the crown of their head. I think they all look the same, or not really the same, but they all look the same sharpness to me. But I guess we'll find out when one of them starts crowing, I guess. I don't know. But that well summer male is the only one that we know for sure is a male. And then we got the surprise chicken, which is the dark one. Let me see if I can, right, in this corner here. The fourth one back now, coming this way. Yeah, right there. And we think that that's actually a Wyandotte. That's our guess. I want you guys to leave your comments in the description below as to what you think this surprise chicken is. We believe and hope that it is a Wyandotte because we wanted a Wyandotte. And chances are, based on their availability of chicks that we could see online, chances are that that is also a rooster, which we would be fine with, because they're beautiful and they're supposed to be good roosters, docile roosters. So I'm excited to see how that one develops. The two that did not survive were our two leghorns. We ordered two female leghorns. And in the beginning of this video, you saw me unboxing these. I wanted to get this out earlier, but the day that I got them, my battery died as I was unboxing them and putting them into our then brooder. And they were pretty not looking well at the time. I think they got crushed or cold. I got them to drink. I could not get either. One of them looked worse off than the other. Actually, the one that was worse off did better at drinking than the one that looked stronger. But neither one of them ever, I could never get them to eat. I warmed them up. I put my hairdryer on them. But by the next day, they basically stayed under the warmer the whole time. Unless I took them out and made them drink and tried to get them to eat. But by the next morning, both of them had passed. So that's a real big bummer because we were really excited to get to try a leghorn. We've never tried any. And to get the white eggs for variety of color. And they're supposed to be really good foragers, and that's something that we were excited about. But because they didn't make it for the first 48 hours after we got them, Murray McMurray credited us those chicks, which doesn't help us in our egg production. We got these because our current 6 chickens are 2 and 3 years old, and they're more pets than anything. You know, we got them when we were living in suburbia. They have names. We hold them. They're much, you know, they're raised in our house. They're much friendlier. But they don't really lay very much right now, especially because they're molting. And 3 of them are 3 years old, so they're kind of at the end of their egg laying life anyway. So they'll just get to live the rest of their days in luxury, and they're our pet chickens. So we need egg layers. So that's why we got the red stars, or whatever these were called. I can't remember. The golden comet-esque ones. We're hoping to get some eggs out of them sooner. We were hoping to get eggs out of the leghorns sooner, but obviously we're not going to get those. And then the well summers. Oh, no, get down. Don't come up. The well summers we wanted just to try as a breed. And the Wyandottes as well. But we need egg layers. And then you can see that we have guineas in here. The one that just flew up here, I don't know if you, no, I guess that was out of shot. So we have 2 lavender guineas, big one there and the little one back there. And then there are 5 pearl guineas in there as well. And the 5 pearl guineas and the 1 lavender guinea are all the same age as our chicks. They were born the same week. And you can see just how much smaller those guineas are than our chicks. And then the big lavender chick, or Keat, guineas are called Keats. The big lavender Keat is actually 2 weeks older than all the rest of the birds that are in here. But we wanted the variety of color, so when Mike went to go pick these up, they only had one lavender the same age as ours, so we just went with one bigger one, just so that, you know, it's only 2 weeks difference, and that one is basically just a little bit bigger than the size of our egg-laying girls. But we really wanted to get these guineas now so that they are ready and mature enough to eat ticks come spring. And then we'll see, you know, how we really wanted to raise the guineas with the chicks so that they kind of get more of a flock mentality. We've heard that even if they have a flock mentality, they'll just they won't come back to the coop, or they'll, you know, sleep up in trees and stuff like that. But we're hoping that they stay with these girls. Eventually we are going to be combining, once all these chickens are mature, you know, around 18 weeks or something like that, we're going to be combining them with our big girls in the fencing, so that they can be one big flock. But obviously this big guinea, we knew from the beginning, could fly very well. And so Mike created this big brooder. He just built this yesterday, and this is out of the walls of our suburban chicken coop. So this thing is 4x4. And he had to build it in our tiny house here. So yeah, you can see it's got like the red siding. We just reused what we took down when we had disassembled our chicken coop in Illinois. We reused everything. And then he created this really cool, sorry, I'm not trying to make you guys sick here. He created this nice drop down door here so that I can get in there and get to the water and the food, and then we can put it back up, and flighty birds can't get out. So that's really cool. And in another, you know, probably week or so, we're going to have to put netting over this, because all of them will be able to fly out. But for now, we don't have that up, but I think he did a really good job throwing this together for free, and it's working really well. There's enough room for all of them in there. They seemed, you know, we quarantined the guineas for a little bit when we first got them to make sure that they didn't introduce anything into our flock. But everyone seems to be getting along great. And we're excited to see how they grow. But they are now a week old, except for the big one. He or she, I guess I don't know, is going on 3 weeks old, and they are a week and a half. Everybody else is a week and a half old, almost 2 weeks old. So just wanted to show you guys the new flock and show you how they grow over time. And who doesn't love to just watch chicks play and eat, and they're just entertaining. And I'll put that warmer back down. I just want to pick it up so that we could see them all. Otherwise they would just hide under it. And as you can tell, my dog really wants to come over here, but I didn't want her knocking the camera. But I hope you guys enjoyed. So I just wanted to show you guys real quick what we were using for a brooder. We've used this. We used this when we got our other chicks in Chicago. This is a pack and play that we only use for chicks. I put down cardboard at the bottom and then pine shavings. Oh, I put some cardboard. Yeah, did I say that? Yeah. I put cardboard down and then put the shavings on top of the cardboard. And then we put the netting over this when they got bigger and flightier. But when we got more chicks and a bigger heat plate, it took up the whole thing. So that's when Mike decided to build the bigger brooder. And then we were just brooding. Look at that pathetic dog. Feeling so left out. We had the guineas in here when we first got them to kind of quarantine them. And the lavender chick was flying up into, or Keat was flying up into this because it's, you know, very short, 1.5 or 2 feet. Those guineas can fly real well, real fast. So that's what they were in before. And we have them currently in our tiny house. So they're nice and insulated from the outdoor wind, but we don't have to listen to them chirping all the time. And my dog can't annoy them constantly. It's been a good solution for us. Thank you guys for stopping by today and joining in on our journey here at Bare Bones Living. We'll catch you on the next one.